Teddy Moore makes the stop. So Nathaniel Hagen gets the job because of his offensive prowess, basically, in Green Bay, running that great offense there along with Matt LaFleur. Tied for the fewest in touchdowns, second most in punts, most delay of game penalties early on. Ball starts the whole thing, and they had the most penalties in the league. Sidearm, that's incomplete. Trying to get that one to Eric Saubert. And a touchdown in week 2, 3rd and 10.
This offense is very much like Indianapolis. It's very easy to point the finger at the play caller, at the coach, or point at the quarterback. This is a collective effort. Everybody is still trying to understand where they're going to go. 8 weeks from now, 5 weeks from now, it's going to be a different offense. And they're right in the process of developing who they're going to become and creating that identity. There's growing pains along the way and creating that chemistry and rhythm.
They hope in a few weeks. 3rd and 10. Wilson under pressure, and down he goes. The off-sack, Russell Wilson. Yannick Ngakoue picked up as a free agent from the Raiders, and it's a very quick 3 and out.
See, I think this is the difference with the Colts right now is the way they can pressure now. And Ngakoue has a different kind of twitch and a different kind of quickness off the edge. And I think it's really helped Kwity Paye on the other side. So they're pressuring quarterbacks much better. They actually brought pressure from the second level, but at the end, they didn't need it.
Corliss Wade is punt. Isaiah Rodgers is back. Collection at the 41-yard line. Colts get your 3rd drive coming up.
All right, we're going to take a break. It's getting a little time of the break.
Stadium opened the night before 9/11 back in 2001. We were here on a Monday night. And boy, the whole world changed the next day. The old stadium was adjacent to this one, a mile-high stadium. It was a relic, but it was beautiful. Deion Jackson is the running back from the 40. Play action, good protection, and that time it's dry at the 45-yard line. Hayden Stearns broke it up. Michael Pittman Jr., their top receiver, could not hold on, 2nd and 10.
Yeah, and Caden Stearns is kind of disguising his coverage and walked up tight and sinks in coverage It allows him to come up with some speed to separate the football from Michael Pittman. I love the call. Early down, you're not able to establish the run. It's a running team, wants to go to play action and try to early down, just not able to hold on to the ball with a good play there by Stearns.
Pittman wide left this side, taken on the ground. 2-yard gain here for Deion Jackson. We go to Kaylee.
You guys have been talking about all the changes for the Colts O-line tonight. Well, I asked Ryan Kelly, who has the toughest adjustment to make, with guys in 3 new spots, and he said, this is tough for all of us. This isn't a situation they want to be in now, but he said, with veterans in this group, we'll make it work.
Yeah, I mean, they pay these guys, 3 of them anyway, a ton of money.
Yeah. And here we are, and the same theme continues where they're 3rd and long with his offense.
As the coach would say, behind the sticks.
Yeah.
Not on schedule. Every cliche on the book. 3rd down and 9. Blitz coming, and the pass is way too high. Flag is thrown. It's the first of the game, and we will hear the dulcet tones of one Brad Rogers.
They made it the hole with a rookie there against Draymond Jones.
Offense, number 79. That penalty is declined. Don't play. They got 4th down.
There is your rookie.
Yeah, Draymond Jones has had a heck of a year. Great start to the season. Move him outside because of the twitch and what he can do as a pass rusher. He's up against the rookie. That was the one question. With the shuffling this offensive line, how would the rookie do, especially on 3rd down against guys like Draymond Jones? That one, Jones wins the battle on 3rd and 9.
Already Hawks' 3rd punt of the night. Montreal Washington is back. And he'll catch it at the 10. Gets a block, but nowhere to run after that. And tackled at the 13 with a little more than 4 to go in the first quarter. In Denver.
All right, we on break.
In Atlanta, Russell said, I thought it finished as a Bronco, but there was as a Seahawk, but there was a lot of stuff going on last year in Seattle. Mike Boone is now the running back to start this drive. up to the 15. He goes, as I mentioned it briefly earlier, so, you know, one of the ways to win a Super Bowl, you go get Tom Brady after 100 years in New England, and the Rams get Matthew Stafford after a dozen years in Detroit, win a Super Bowl. These two teams are trying to do the same thing.
Yeah, and I think what we're finding here in this case, both of them are actually on the same path where it's going to take some patience right now. I mean, it's easy to point to the quarterback, but when you have offensive line that still hasn't really found themselves, it's so hard to create that identity. I think those two examples are so different than what we're seeing with these two tonight.
Off play action. Wilson loves to throw deep. He does him smacked away at the 35-yard line. Judy looks for a flag, doesn't get it. Rodney Thomas, a rookie from Yale, backs it away 3rd and 7.
How about the job that Rodney Thomas does here, just getting back and getting in the middle of the field? This is what Gus Bradley wanted to avoid. You knew they were going to take a shot, sells it to the outside with a great route by Judy. But I'll tell you what, the rookie out of Yale, how about he's going up against Russell Wilson? He times this leap perfectly, eyes on the ball, high points it, and knocks it away from Judy. Heck of a play by the rookie.
Yeah, where Julian Blackman would normally be, he's inactive tonight. So it's 3rd down and 7 now. And the pass is caught up at this 18-yard line, but well short on the first down line. Strawberry. So Wilson is now 4 out of 8. That's a quick 3-and-out. Crowd doesn't like it at all. 4th down.
When they signed Russell Wilson, Nathaniel Hackett all of a sudden dealt with, it's an organization that you go back to the mid-'80s of 2015. They're used to competing for Super Bowls. And from 16 on, it's been not even close. You get Russell Wilson, it's like, okay, we're back to where we need.
Both teams on a quarterback treadmill. 33, it's dropped and secured by Isaiah Rodgers. And we are back in 30 seconds.
20 seconds. Yes.
Uncle. And he scoots out to the 38-yard line. Mike and son are here. Here's Morgan, and there's a 2.5-year-old Philip who's more interested in talking to the guy with an old Peyton Manning.
Turn around, that's it. Here we go. Let's go. There we go. Where is it?
Oh, you got positive yards on 1st and 10, which they haven't seen yet in their first 3 series. That's great.
Picked up 6. 2nd and 4. Toss it back to him, looks for room, and takes the ball up to the 40-yard line, 2 yards shy. So when Lindsey was here, undrafted free agent, played in Colorado, so well known in this area. 1,037 yards, 9 touchdowns. The next year, 1,011 yards, 7 touchdowns. 2020, the COVID year, hurt, and then in 2021, he was with Houston and Miami.
It kind of runs with a chip on his shoulder. You can see by his journey. You know, anytime you're an undrafted free agent, you make the Pro Bowl, and the rest of your career, you're out to show everybody that they were wrong.
3 tight ends in this set here. Ryan on the run throws, and that's caught and across the 50, but the flag is down. Jelani Woods, a really good-looking rookie out of Virginia. What Brad Rogers will tell us about it, that was a 3rd and 2.
Offense. Number 79. 10-yard penalty. 3rd down.
With the ring in, there goes your first down.
We just saw a holding call earlier from Ryman. Now it's Baron Browning he's going up against. It was Draymond Jones. This is it on third down. They had the first down. Now they bring it back to third down and long. They face 3rd and 9, 3rd and 11, 3rd and 7, and now a 3rd and 12 here in their first 4 series.
Ryan, third round draft choice. Final minute of the first quarter. Ryan on the pressure with sack at the 21-yard line.
Man, that's 20 sacks.
Who had no sacks all of last year, now has 4 this season.
When you reshuffle the deck up front, Pryor goes from left tackle to right tackle. Now you've got a twist and a stunt. So you have Chubb who's going to go flash right before his eyes, and now the linebacker goes right around him. Chubb actually beats him to the inside, but it was a blitzing middle linebacker, Josie Jewell, who came around and got him. But they affected the communication there on 3rd and long.
And Hawk already with a sore leg. 4 punts in the first 15 minutes of the game.
He said everyone with a sore leg. That's fucked up.
With a dozen seconds left in the first.
Bradley Chubb can get out to the quarterback, and he's smiling because right now they're exactly what they want to see. Get Matt Ryan and this offense in those 3rd and obvious situations and attack the offensive line in the pass protection.
So the 2 lowest, well, push it. All right.
Here we go.
3-0 Denver. This drive beginning from the 34-yard line. Wilson moving away, had an 18-yard run earlier. Steps out of bounds over the 40-25, stops for the moment, they'll wind it, and it's going to take us to the second quarter. So end of 1, it is Denver 3, Indianapolis.
All right, we'll be back after the break.
Continues after these messages. French who does it. He's an actor tonight. They're all over the place.
Leonard's who they took out at right guard, and now he finds himself back in the lineup now, but as a center.
Ryan fires, caught. Then we go to Kelly.
And now we don't yet know if we'll see Ryan Kelly back out here. The Colts tell us he is questionable to return with a hip injury. He was able to jog off the field on his way to the locker room.
Yeah. Just continues. The rookie at left tackle having a very difficult night. Couple Pro Bowl in the last 3 years. That's how valuable he would be.
First came in without Jonathan Taylor.
Worst. The big miss. 2-yard gain for Eli Jackson. So Jim Mercer, who had, of course, a ton of success here. Manning there, and then Luck came in, and he is not a happy puppy at the moment. And, of course, was so upset after that loss to Jacksonville at the end of last season. They couldn't go to the playoffs. Opened the door for the Raiders to go in. He said that's enough of Carson Wentz. He got stripped off to Washington. And they try again with Ryan, 2nd down and 8. Look out. Gets away and he flings it away. Especially that time by Baron Browning, second-year guy out of Ohio State. It's a good one, too.
How about this now? You're going to love this. I thought he was offsides. How fast did it get off here? By 56. Remember, they don't have Randy Gregory, so how are they going to do it? Look at that. I mean, one thing for Pryor to get out a little bit slow is another thing. That was just all on Baron Browning, anticipating the snap and showing you how quick he can be. Chuck thinks that there won't be much of a drop-off, even with Randy Gregory, who's one of the top 5 in QB pressures out. Gives you an idea of what Browning could do.
Gregory out for at least a couple of weeks, maybe as long as 6. 3rd and 8, Ryan to the outside, and that's going to be caught as forward progress. Give Alec Pierce a 1st down, and the way they spotted it will not. It's going to be about a yard shy. Ronald Darby is there, and Frank Reich is saying, hey, man, forward progress should get them the 1st down.
Yeah, Alan, how about this throw? 3rd and long. Nice long throw by Matt Ryan. Good route, just not quite far enough. The ball brings him back. Well, that is really close.
Sure is.
You might want to take a peek at that. You go by, that's why Frank Reich's so upset. You go by where he caught the ball.
Well, he could challenge. He's still outside of 2 minutes, and he will.
I don't blame him.
These are so tough to win. I mean, looking down the line. Oh, it's right there on the
That's right. I think it's a first down.
Indianapolis challenging going on the field on the spot of the catch.
All right. Jerry, what say you?
It's absolutely first down, guys. The foremost point of the ball when the defender contacts him is clearly beyond the line of game. This will get reversed. He'll win the challenge.
All right. And we'll step away.
Yeah, we'll step away for a second.
timeouts remain for the Colts, plus the 2-minute warning. And here comes the official proclamation. Eventually, on further discussion. Here we go.
After review, the receiver possessed the ball at the line of the game. Therefore, it's a first down, Indianapolis. Indianapolis retains their challenge and will not lose a timeout. Clock operator, please set the game clock at 2 minutes and 29 seconds, please. 2:29, safety.
Back to 3:29 on the clock. So they'll start this set of downs from the 35-yard line.
A great route by the rookie and best ball that Matt Ryan has thrown on the night on that third down.
Spread it out here. Gets it away, caught 42-yard line. And it's holding there by Lindsay on the 5 out of the pattern. And that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. On the other side will be second down and 3.
Sounds like, well, I just wanted to know.
Indianapolis
I'm out.
6-0.
We'll be back after the break.
Coming up at halftime, the Mercedes-Benz halftime show. Carissa will round up the boys, and that is no easy task.
Oh, they had a lot to break down here this first half.
They do.
I gotta find something to break down.
Right. Come up and that. They gotta work hard to do this baby out there. 6-0, Denver on time. 2 minutes. All 3 timeouts are in their pocket. Lindsay is the back.
Continues to be a rough game for Ryan and the left tackle.
Thanks.
False start. Offense. Number 79. 5-yard penalty. Second down.
4 times he's been flagged. 1 was declined, so 3 accepted penalties. Born in Austria, began playing at age 14 for the Vienna Vikings. Local 14 played wideout. Lines up here in this unenviable task of trying to protect Ryan's blind side as a rookie. 2nd and 8. Ryan fires, caught, Pittman across the 50, and thrusts forward to the 44-yard line. Come to the line, even though they have a ton of time here with all the timeouts in their pocket. First down.
Separation there by Pittman, getting away from the nickel there. Williams ran away from him at shallow cross.
And that's a little behind, but caught by Pierce. Ryan, he's heard no, they say no now. Almost was able to hold on behind him. Ryan talking about Pierce here, glowingly the other day.
Yeah, I think he feels they're close, in getting into sync. I think he feels comfortable with Pittman. And I think he's close with Alec Pierce, and we've seen him go to him tonight. Pierce has so much upside at 6'3", 211.
Ryan in the pocket. Throws, and that is around the sideline with Harris Campbell. The officials will check and confer and say no, he's out of bounds. So Campbell able to hold on. Darby is there for the coverage. Incomplete, third down and 10.
Great job of working back to the ball to give Harris Campbell a chance. He comes all the way back to this football, and Campbell tries to get both. Oh, the heel. There's the heel.
Toe heel's the toe heel thing, man.
The right foot's good, the left foot was,
Nope.
and then that heel came down.
And that's Darby was covering in the play around with Darby, the 8-year veteran. Third down and 10. Damari Mathis, a rookie, now comes in to supplant him. And timeout will be taken. Well, you got a rookie in there, Central Michigan, picked in the third round.
All right, we're taking a break.
Play football.
Be back.
His teams.
Be back after the break.
They moved him up, they moved Fire over the right tackle, and they're not changing. He continues to be on that island, and it's just more about consistency. 2 or 3, he's holding up, and then there'll be a holding call or a false start. So it's
Time to give you, if you'd like to have in the 5th regional at CBS on Sunday. Third and 10 from the 44-yard line.
Oh, I thought it was going to be a break. My bad.
Ryan. Flag is down again, and the catch is made at the 26. Ashton Doolin.
he had a free play there. It looked like Baron Browning, who had that quick jump earlier for the sack. This time, I think he got caught leading.
Defense, number 56. Penalty has declined. The result of the play is a first down.
Funny because the Colts started to back up as if the penalty was on.
They're just so used to it.
Yeah, right.
It's just like, oh, here we go. But instead, they catch Browning. And again, he's trying to get that great jump. Colts hit a big completion there.
This drive began back at their own 15. They had one good drive. The last drive was a good one, ended in an interception. This is the 10th play of the drive. It is caught and backing up forward progress with Pittman close to a first down.
We're starting to see a little urgency here, right? I mean, they're a minute away from taking the lead in this first half.
So you saw Ryan saying, "Give me plenty of time. Let's huddle up." Break a few timeouts. At the 15, Pittman picked them up on the forward progress. They've gone from their own 15 to the Denver 15.
Man, Ryan, what are you doing, bro?
Brandon took the first guy in there. Meanwhile, now you got
You can't stand the swats there, bro.
Yeah.
This nigga
Ball
went
came
backwards.
out when Jewel and Jones hit it.
Fumble recovered by another player of the offense. Ball's brought back to the fumbling spot.
They're bringing it back to the spot where he did fumble. They're calling it a fumble.
Their second.
And timeout taken here, but now
28
it's
seconds,
second and
man.
28.
Pocket just collapses. Again, there's the rookie going against Chubb. Jewel blitzes. He gets in there. Browning has a chance. Eventually, they chase him down with Jewel, the linebacker, and Draymond Jones. Body looks like he's still hit up. I don't know if he ever hit the ground there before the ball came out.
So Ryan with his
And he's
10th fumble. At least this one is retained by the Colts.
My God.
But that is a loss of 18. And if nothing else, they'd like to at least get a field goal range.
Hard to watch.
2nd and 28. Well, there you go. Kurt Warner, that's not a bad list to be on, but Warner's on the list.
Anytime you get on this with Kurt Warner, it's a win. The officials are getting together. If they're talking about the clock or the spot, let's see what they say here.
Clock operator, please put 30 seconds on the game clock, please. 30 seconds. Thank you.
So that costs them another 11. And Mike, you say, what is that about? Normally they put more time back on the clock. 2nd and 28. Getting it underneath.
Oh my God, Matt Ryan, what is
Take
up?
him out of field goal range. There is Baron Browning. You know, one play for the
What
Buckeyes.
say?
Timeout taken here. It's going to be 3rd and 38.
He comes
What?
here and then works his way all the
Are
way
you
underneath to try
kidding
to test
me?
the communication of the offensive line. And it worked
Jesus,
out perfectly.
bro.
Trying to the right tackle, unable to work there laterally to get down and be able to help up. And you can see Brown.
Yeah, you're right. Y'all right.
Good
Broncos
tonight,
might win,
stepping
bro.
in for
Matt Ryan is
This
looking
Illinois
like.
man has been sacked 4 times and a half, 19 times this season, and that leads the NFL.
They go from the 15-yard line all the way back to the Denver 43.
And a 3rd and 38. So if they don't get a yard here, you're looking at about a 61-yard field goal attempt. Really good news about that would be at altitude. 3rd and 38. Tries to at least get them into better range, and that's taken out of bounds by Alec Pierce. So it's going to be 4th down and at least on 3. And Chase McLaughlin will come in. But we go Blanket.
Oh, you gonna miss that. No momentum going into halftime.
McLaughlin with Cleveland most recently. Free agent. And they'll spot this ball at the 42, so a 52-yard attempt.
Hey, type your team in the chat. Type your team in the chat.
And the clock is the holder. Well,
Oh, he hit it. I'll put up 3.
do you know? 6-3, we are back in a half minute.
Half a minute. I'll be right back.
Back in Denver, quarterback comparison tonight. Ryan, 23 dropbacks, 4 sacks, 3 times has been hit. At least on Wilson's side, only sacked once. Not hit or not hurried.
Yeah, but 9-17 for 69 yards for Russell Wilson.
Yep.
Nothing at all.
Nothing.
Nothing.
4 yards per attempt. Denver deferred on the coin toss, so the Broncos will get the ball to begin the 3rd quarter. And we have a flag here at the 45-yard line.
Another flag.
Across the line. In all likelihood.
Offside. PPT number 45. 5-yard penalty. 1st down.
Okay.
DJ Steele. So Hackett is is going to make them kick it again. Hopeful of some crazy run back here in 12 seconds. Katie, what you got?
Now, we just learned that Broncos
And they'll run it back 7 yards in, Montreal to Washington. And rookie will stay on his feet, but not for long. The ball is out at the 13-yard line. He's trying to make something happen, and he's very fortunate that his team recovered it.
Broncos got it back. Stop it.
And so often,
Denver football, first down.
in particular, you're trying to make something happen. Yeah. Bounce it off guys, and the next thing you know, look out.
Yeah, he's a great return man as a young player, but he's been a quiet first half. I mean, you get it, but think about the time when we are here at the end of the half, trying to make something happen, potentially backfires, gets the Colts an easy field goal there to tie this game up.
Dallas Flowers, 33, came in. Got it loose. A kneel down will end this first half. And we go to the half with this baby, a 6-3 game. And there's that break.
Yes, sir. We'll be back on the halftime show.
Something that generates some sort of excitement in the stadium, on the field, on the sideline. So we had 2 opportunities in the first half to do it. We had the one that I'm going to show right here. Jerry Judy, the speedster, gets on top of the safety. Look at the corner. The corner on the backside is not over there. He has a whole half of the field to throw it. He doesn't throw it to the sideline. He throws it down the field. Missed opportunity. And this is what I like to call Green Light Thursday. He's got the green light to audible to Cortland Sutton here. The safety's on the right hash. Miscommunication. I like that matchup, Cortland Sutton going deep on a linebacker. I think it's a good matchup. We've got a miscommunication. Let's chalk it up to being new. But if that's the Green Light Thursday special play, we've got to be on the same page.
Like, what are we doing? I'm like, Broncos country. Let's score.
Yeah.
Like, we can't keep going through this. We talked about it in the pregame, in the red zone. You got to get 7. We got 6-3. Thank goodness for the defense. Thank goodness, because this would be bad. Now it's a little bit of Nate Hackett. It's a little bit of Russell. Like, Russell, you know what you do well. You get out of the pocket. You make stuff happen. You ran for 18 yards. Keep running.
And that's what they need to do. You know, it reminds me of the movie Aladdin, where he's trying to be something that he's not. Just be who you are. We love you for what you can do with your legs, Russ. Keep doing that.
Well, he also needs some of those wishes and needs to rub the genie to get some help right now, because right now you came up to me and you go, how many yards does Russell have? 69 yards in the first half total. In total, again, both. We know that the Colts aren't void of being able to get something going as well. A lot of it starts up front. We saw that reshuffled offensive line, not able to put it all together this first half.
It's probably a big ask. You look at it, you move your left tackle to right tackle in this game on a short week, and then you put the rookie in at left tackle in a big moment like this in Mile High Stadium and the noise. You can see it. He's already been called for multiple holding calls. Just keep his hands outside. You can tell probably they've alerted the refs for his hands, and they're calling it all over the place here. Hands hooked around the neck, they're going to call it. And then Pryor moves over to right tackle, gets caught with the crossover move. Matt Ryan's had no time all night, and they got to do something to protect him to give him a chance to get the ball down the field. Yeah, and you just feel helpless in that situation as a quarterback. The only thing he can do, if they get man coverage, whether it's 3rd and 2, 1st and 10, I'm giving a go route to somebody on the outside. Maybe your boy, Alec Pierce. And we're taking a shot because we have to generate big plays somehow, some way.
And he's the guy who can do that. He's made some plays in this first half. I bet they come back to him and call his number a lot more in the second half.
And Ryan Kelly also going out, their center, and a whole lot of question marks on that line to begin with. And those questions continue here. So in the pregame, you guys, we talked a lot about the concussion protocols and, of course, the continuing investigation into a situation and the changes that will follow because of it. So then early in tonight's game, there was that scary sight involving Colts running back Naheem Hines on the 3rd play from scrimmage here. So Hines has been ruled out for the rest of the game with a concussion.
And that's what you want to see. You not the injury, but you want to see him get evaluated. You want to see them protect the player. He's out for the game. You saw him stumble. You saw him kind of freeze and go out for a second on the ground. You don't want to leave it to the player's hands. Thank goodness today they took him out the game. He's going to be safe. He's going to be evaluated. And we'll see if he can play next week, but they did the right thing.
Absolutely. We're going to take a quick break, and then we'll have some final thoughts from this first half. But let's take a look at Broncos safety Hayden Stearns with a big interception stopping a Colts drive for halftime for Denver.
They might need to put him on offense.
Nah. And we'll be back after this break, y'all. Yep.
Ends first quarter, Broncos facing a 3rd and 10. Unique Ngakwe looking to make a play. Get off the field. Ngakwe is shipped, bounces out wide, redirects it, and finds his way to Wilson. The 2nd sack of the year for him. And you know who likes it, the guy who unfortunately has to sit this one out. Shaquille Leonard, unique, good stop D. All right, you guys. Second half action underway as we talked about all pregame. These offenses looking to get things going. You also said in this game, Tony, that you wanted to see Matt Ryan take care of the football. He's taken 4 sacks tonight, 19 total on the season. What are you looking for in the second half?
Well, you just talked about both these offenses. Both these offenses, they better stop horsing around. But looking at Matt Ryan, I thought he came out and played. He finished that half really, really well. Obviously, they took those sacks at the end that put him in that hole, but they couldn't get that field goal. But Philip Lindsay is running the ball effectively. At the end of the half, they were able to move the ball. He's got 140 yards. I look for them to build off of that and ride that momentum into the second half.
Yeah, and I think on the other side, you look at the Broncos. I mean, outside of Russell Wilson scrambling twice, they're averaging under 2 yards a carry right now. So there's nothing going on in the running game. They haven't taken advantage of these opportunities of great field position and turnovers. They've got to do something quick. We need somebody out here to have some juice and come out here wanting to win this game.
Come on now, when you make $48 million, you got to start looking at the man in the mirror. You got to be the difference maker. You got to be scrambling. You got to be on the move like the lease is up. And I don't even know one person that's keeping up. That story for a different day, y'all.
Okay, so Colts, we just got to get the ball out of Matt Ryan's hand. Let's get some playmakers. Let's get Pittman. He showed some juice. He broke some tackles. Get the ball in his hand. Get it in the playmaker's hands. Please, let's see what can happen other than getting sacked.
The lease is up.
Man in the mirror.
So many different references here on the ultimate stream. Catch stand up with Storm and Kramer. And Storm and Andrew Kramer have a second half guest list that includes Emmanuel Sanders, Michael Pittman Sr., and coming up in a few minutes, Sherman will join them as well. Can't wait for that. It's all just a click away.
We're taking a break.
All right, we know Sherman's hoping for a little bit more offense in the second half. Actually, we're all hoping for that. Currently, the Broncos leading this one 6-3. Thanks for watching the Mercedes-Benz halftime show. The second half is next. Who knew that Tony was a Aladdin fan? I thought you were more of an Ariel kind of guy.
It's Ali.
Be right back.
Live on your mobile phone with NFL Plus.
And the Steelers Jackson spinning away.
Yeah, let's get it, y'all. I'm gonna put it back.
sacked 4 times. Frank Reich, Nathaniel Hackett, each try to get their team, out of this quicksand that they're in. And we'll find out who survives. Denver to get the ball. At the 25 moments ago, Caitlin spoke with Nathaniel Hackett.
Coach, you came into this game looking to find rhythm on offense. What do you want to see in the second half?
Yeah, like you said, you want to get some rhythm. We've had some great opportunities, and we just got to finish them off.
And your defense, without Randy Gregory, how do you assess what they've been able to do?
I mean, the 4 sacks, I mean, they're getting after it. And they're having a great rush. They got to keep that thing up. We've got to finish this game.
Thanks, Coach.
Appreciate it.
All right. The thoughts of the first-year head coach, coaching his 15, and he starts here with Wilson and company at the 25-yard line. Mike Boone is the running back. Wilson rolls, throws, caught, and that's going to be a first down on the first play. That's Eric Saubert. Stopped by Zaire Franklin, 8-10.
Get him outside and take advantage of an aggressive Indianapolis defense, really flying to the football there on 1st and 10, get him outside where he's comfortable, and make an easy throw here to Saubert to start the second half.
Wilson at 10 of 18, 79 yards. The throwing behind the intended receiver, Eric Tomlinson, who would be listed as your number 3 tight end, 2nd and 10.
With 13 personnel with 3 tight ends, and they work right down the seam. Try to get the matchup that they want, the coverage that they want, works out perfectly. See the corner work outside, safety's in the middle. You got the seam right there, and the ball's just thrown behind Tomlinson. You had a big game there.
Wilson, pressure, and he will go down, the ball comes out.
Yeah,
Gets it back, though. As far as Butler.
Take care of the ball. Most
Also
quarterbacks.
recovers his own fumble.
Most quarterbacks
And
tripping.
that will set up a 3rd and 18.
Cushenberry works to the left, creating a one-on-one to the right, which is a mismatch with Butler's length, 6'7", 295. And he's able to use that extension to get away from the guard, and you set it out, ball on the ground. Wilson lucky to get that ball back.
So Ryan fumbled, they keep possession before the half. Wilson fumbles, they keep possession here. He's under pressure again, settles for a throw to the outside, low throw that's caught there by Mike Boone. And it's a very rapid 3 and out. Karake covering on the play.
Yeah, Gus Bradley just dropping everybody back. Working here, working back, underneath. It's 3rd down and long. Moving those safeties around, making Russell Wilson and these receivers who are still trying to find a rhythm and get comfortable with one another. Show them something pre-snap to post-snap and keep making them be frustrated.
4th punt for the left-footed Richmond. Return from the 21 by Isaiah Rogers. Spilled up in the 35-yard line. It has been one frustrating night in Denver, even though they have the lead.
Yeah, we're gonna take a break. I'll be right back with the game start.
much lower than it's been in recent years. Wilson's the only guy above that. None of these guys have a winning record, and Russell tonight is 11 of 20 for 87 yards. Ryan is 12 of 19 for 140. Ryan throws, open man, 39-yard line. Alec Pierce.
Well, I think that the league, anytime you see something work, I think general managers and head coaches say, let's find that. Let's use that as the model. It's tough to do. You know, it's
One little difference here is that Denver really, to get Wilson, gave up a ton. Indianapolis only gave up a third-round draft pick to get Ryan.
Yep.
Second down and 5. Ball carried here by the ex-Bronco Lindsay up in the 42-yard line. He made with 5 draft picks, including first and second in 2 consecutive years. Drew Lock also goes to Seattle. Meanwhile, Ryan comes for a song and a dance.
Yeah. Denver's going all in with what they think Russ can do to this offense. We just haven't seen it play out yet. We'll see the adjustments that Frank Reich and his offensive staff make. Remember, Ryan Kelly went out of this game. One of the better centers in the league, Danny Pitter, is in for him. How they try to help Matt Ryan and this offense out.
He joined us late. Raheem Hines, who started as the starting running back tonight, out after 2 plays, and he's run for the night with a concussion. And that pass is at the 46-yard line, pulled in by Alec Pierce. 3rd and 3. That time, Browning almost got the sack instead of first down.
Are you kidding me with Matt Ryan sitting there? This offensive line has struggled all year to protect him. He throws. I don't even know if he saw where he was throwing it. He gets hit as he throws his ball. And I think we're starting to see him believe. He's finding a guy that he believes in, and that is Pierce, the rookie out of Cincinnati.
Targeted him 6 times. He scored 5 as Pierce at 48. Deion Jackson is the back. And he gets to the 44-yard line. There's the second man out of Duke.
Get me excited here. We haven't seen a lot of. Oh, no, I get you. I was like, wow.
Right.
That was beautiful. Great throw and a heck of a catch there by the rookie.
No, you weren't being farcical. I know that. No, absolutely. Second down and 8. George Payton, the general manager of the Denver Broncos. And brought Wilson to town. Second down and 8. Good hole here. Jackson exploits it. To the 31-yard line goes Deion Jackson, who's now carried 7 times for 25 yards. In behind the tight end, Cox.
It's the tough block right here by Branson to work and try to keep that outside defender from getting down inside. He pushes him. So instead of pushing him out, he just ends up having to push him back into the wash of that defensive front. And a really good job of the vision there by Deion Jackson of finding that hole.
Jackson again. Nothing doing this time. Deshaun Williams making a stop behind the line of scrimmage. Loss of 1.
Good job here. Just gave off to the rookie. Remember, we talked a lot about Ryman, the left tackle who's been inserted there to start. Trying to sustain that block with Deshaun Williams. Good job of pressing him and then using those hands to get off that block.
Ryan and fade. And down the sideline, the coverage was great. Kareem Jackson, Philip Lindsay, nothing open there. 3rd down and 11. There's Ryan Kelly. Came out, went back to the locker room. Hip injury, so he's still on the bench. And Pinter's still in there at center.
Let's keep an eye on the rookie here. You saw even the last play. The pressure there forced Matt Ryan to scramble away from that pressure. He's going to have Draymond Jones across from him to the outside.
He picks him up as the rookie, but Ryan is forced to throw off his back foot and incomplete. He is badly jumping from the other side. That forces the issue for him.
We saw Barrett Browning use this exact same move, and at this time, Chuck says, I'm going to use it as well. And it's really testing this offensive line. You know, Browning goes out to the outside, he goes up, and then he's able to work underneath Chubb. You know, when you have Chubb and Browning on the same side on third down, that is a lot of quickness and it's a challenging for an offensive line in your communication.
He locked it out to try to tie the game with a 51-yard field goal.
Tied up.
Snap it. Gets it down.
That's good.
And Clemson bangs it through.
Tie again.
With 8:51. Good job by the whole lot.
We're taking a break, guys.
51 to go. Washington Commanders on Justin Fields, and the Bears pick up a preview for 7 o'clock Eastern time. Washington is Chicago Thursday night. Power Field, Mile High, opened in 2001. The Giants beating the Broncos. In that game, full house, I think in every single game that they play here. No surprising event. It's been a fantastic football town for a long time. And a touchback here. So for years, Pat Bowlen on the team, and then he had when he got dementia and couldn't run the team, at least the family still owned the team, and then the Walton Penner family bought the team for the $4.65 billion, by far the most paid for a North American sports franchise. So they're in charge right now, bringing a new coach. Of course, that was hired beforehand. Bring Wilson in beforehand.
Man.
From the start from the 25, and now they're going to give an opportunity for the first time in the game to divide Sigbo, a fourth-year back out of Nebraska. That was his first carry of the game.
Nowhere to go. Right now in the middle trenches of this defensive line, doing a good job of holding the point of attack. You know, Denver, we've been talking about Denver and their offense. They would have had 2 drives in the game. So they've been able to sustain it. Other than that, and it was a good job of mixing running. Other than that, they've been 3 and out. Not getting anything going at all.
2nd and 8. Off play action. Wilson going deep downfield into a lot of traffic. And he's caught inside the 25-yard line. The two guys on each side were there. Portland, Sutton, and Montreal, Washington in the same
Two people
area.
just cut the same ball.
And he's able to come down with an unbelievable catch, 51 yards.
Yeah, two receivers in the same spot. You got a referee that goes down. The man helped here to open up his receiver. He's not throwing that ball, in my opinion, to Washington. He's trying to get the ball to Sutton, who ends up grabbing it. The official affects McLeod, the backstretch there, gets in the way of the safety. McLeod, they both, like you said, have their hands on the ball.
2-on-2. Versus the rookie Washington, who was probably in the wrong spot. They'll take anything at this point. Now, it's Washington, the rookie, and he gets taken down by a Hurricane. Appears to be a little short of the first down. Backjudge got put in a wash on that 51-yarder.
He was trying to bail, right? I mean, he was doing his best to get out of the way.
So wait a minute, there's two guys down here. But what's going on?
Right. He's trying. He sees, oh, I'm in the middle of this. And McLeod, 25, is hit back at like a screen set there by the back to him.
Steve is the man who was caught in the wash, and this is Melvin Gordon carrying the ball inside the 10, and it's going to be 1st and goal. Words I thought I would never speak tonight.
Well, we finally see that chess match between Gus Bradley, the defensive coordinator of Indy, and Russell Wilson. They're familiar with each other in their days in Seattle. Gus determined not to give away those deep shots downfield, and they finally hit him for one with the assist from the back judge.
I don't think they planned for two guys to be in the same place. They work on defending that from the 9-yard line. To the outside. Cannot get around the corner. Gordon again, that time taken down by Bobby Okereke. 2nd and goal from outside the 10.
Okereke, just nobody gets up to him. This defensive line eating up those linemen and the tight ends, even the back around 58, using the vision. These linebackers without Shaquille Leonard doing a really good job of holding down the fort, that second level of this defense. Remember, Denver has struggled in the first 4 weeks of the season in this area. And last in the entire league in red zone touchdowns.
From the 16, he gets sacked. DeForest Buckner is there. So back they go to the 16-yard line, 3rd and goal.
6'7", 295, just shooting this gap, going actually right over top of the center. Lloyd Cushenberry, you can see that the push from the backside, the collection, and Ngakwe also was able to get in there with quickness. So just talked about how this Denver offense, for whatever reason, they get down here, they just struggle, especially up front.
We were there once tonight early. Had to settle for a field goal. Wilson has a little bit of time here. Everybody's covered. And then throws it over the head of Saubert. So again, the crowd after that 51-yarder got excited. And you can hear the boos raining down.
How they doing him like that, bro?
High expectations and goals. You don't blame them, obviously. But this is an offense that's going to go back to the drawing board again and trying to figure out the red zone. That time, he said, you know what? It's an offense that's struggling. Let's just drop 8. Not give him anywhere to throw the ball. Ends up throwing it away.
And it worked. I love of all things, that one gets blocked.
Oh,
That's
wow.
Grover Stewart who blocks it.
Block
So
punt.
easy for McManus what would amount to be a chip shot field goal. And now the Blues really rain down. Here's the
Wow.
block.
We're going to take a break on that block field
He
goal.
remains
That block field goal.
6-6.
Damn.
and touchdownless at this point. The blocked field goal. The 24 come the Colts. Deion Jackson. The rolling back. And they fake with the hand. Pass is incomplete. Let's go to Kaylee.
Well, guys, another injury to add to this list for the Colts offense tonight. We just learned wide receiver Ashton Jordan is questionable to return to this game with a foot injury out.
Thank you, Lori Kelly. He's questionable. Hines is that, I'm only half kidding, but sometimes a game can be, at least at this point, so bad, it's almost good. You know what I'm saying?
No,
Okay.
I'm not feeling that. Just
No.
here.
The game is like sort of bad. It's not good.
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe a game will break out here. 2nd down and 10. And that's at the 19-yard line. Stuck there is Jackson, Alex Singleton.
Broncos defense too heavy.
3rd and 15. At least the defense could have something to cheer about.
Yeah, Singleton in for Jewel here, and kind of the same results right here. Watch the job that he does in just kind of sensing this thing. You'll see 72 Smith try to get out there to him, but just too quick to react and see exactly what was unfolding in front of him. Kind of laughing about how easy that was.
3rd down and 15. 3 receivers and a bunch to the right. Ryan hangs in, throws, picked.
Another interception. Oh, boy, I tell you.
3rd down and 15.
I don't know how the Chiefs lost that.
Matt, unbelievably frustrated, and it's Caden Stearns again with the interception.
Watch him show like he's going to play half, and then he ends up robbing. He'll come down, just kind of freelance, hanging out, reading the eyes, and then steps in front. 2nd interception of the night. It actually fools Matt Ryan. 2nd time he could not locate Stearns in coverage and throws his 2nd pick.
And both to Stearns,
Yeah.
he had 2 interceptions as a rookie last year. 2nd-year guy out of Texas.
Wow.
Well, Russell Wilson has great field position. See what he can do with it.
From the 27-yard line. Flushed out and just drops into the ground at the feet of Sauber. Pressured that time by Grover Stewart. They got
Oh, man, it's doing it.
2nd down and 10. 14 years in Atlanta. This is the way his Indianapolis portion of his career starts.
Nobody more frustrated with this offense than number 2. He been a long time since you've seen those kind of emotions out of Matt Ryan.
They're normally very cool.
Yeah.
2nd and 10 under any circumstance. But not tonight. 2nd and 10. Wilson has protection. Fires.
Oh,
It's incomplete as it turns out. Kenny Moore
dropped
having to break
it.
it up. It's Andrew Beck, the tight end. Look for a moment as if he would catch it. Down to a 3rd down and 10.
Beck's got the size, but the athletic ability. Looks like he gets a hand in there. He did that right hand. Eventually knocked that ball loose. Beck has his hands on it. Looks like a reception. And that is a clinic on not giving up on a play by a defensive back. Can't even see it. Gets his right hand there to take that ball out of the hands and a touchdown for the tight end Beck.
Terrific play. 3rd and 10. Wilson again deep downfield and 2 deep intended for Jerry Judy. Had
Damn.
a step, safety was coming over to help. 4th down, and then McManus with one more try to give them the lead. You had Rodney Thomas back there and Kenny Moore.
Oh,
Judy in
boy.
the slot. Watch him use KJ Handler as a kind of a rub there to get separation from Moore. Perfectly designed play. Russell Wilson just needs to put a little bit more air under it to come up with that touchdown. Judy with the route and the design there, it was there.
Next gen stats powered by AWS. 80% make probability from 45 yard out. We'll just go over Stewart, gets a hand on it again. But not this time. And the kick is good. With 3:19, it's a field goal fest. 9-6, Denver. So entering week 5, this is the first game of week 5 tonight. Eagles are the only undefeated team. You have 7 teams with 3 wins, 15 teams with 2 wins, including the entire NFC West. 8 teams with 1 win, and the Houston Texans would be the only team that's winless. You know, you talk about parity, yeah, that speaks to parity. It also speaks to, you know, how close these teams are as composite teams. And the fact that you have, and this is what the NFL always wanted, was to keep everything nice and close.
I also think you go back to the preseason. I almost feel like September's been preseason football. Like everybody kind of working the kinks out, really learning who you are, just jockeying for position. So you get into October, and now we start seeing who's real. Right now, everybody's right there.
September's carried over into October tonight.
I think it has. Yeah. What is today's date? October what? I don't even know. 6th? So it's October 6th. It carries. Hopefully this will be the end.
We're going to be October 5th, later this month. Touchback. Ball comes out to the 25-yard line.
Chicago next week.
Yeah, Chicago. Well, again, you know, you got the Bears, who knows? Washington's had its problems. Who knows? Nobody knows anything. You know that, right?
Right?
Everybody knows nothing and nobody knows anything.
Yes. Once you can establish that, we can move forward.
Words to live by.
See how Ryan responds to that panic and the frustration.
Starts on the ground. A couple of yards here for Philip Lucy, making his return here. Lucy, 8 carries tonight, 38 yards long and 15. The Denver defensive, all 3 coordinators are new coming over. First time coordinators. Tries to cut it back.
All right. Acting off the edges. There's Kwan Williams. Denver is so talented up front, building that fence. Williams along the edge of his defense, instead of just giving up on a play, they're helping out. Safeties, they're not fearing this passing game. The safeties are getting involved in helping defend this running game.
So Angelo Olvera, who is the first-year defensive coordinator, comes over from that Rams staff under Sean McVay. We may have another guy, another branch coming off that tree pretty soon.
Yeah, absolutely.
3rd and 6. Ryan fires, and that's busted up. Kwan Williams comes in there. Intended for Pittman. Throw his hand, and the coverage is perfect. It's 4th and 6.
He came over from San Francisco as a free agent. This is great coverage. I mean, you've seen a lot of times Pierce get a chance. This time they go to Pittman, throws it out in front where he can catch the ball, but he look at him come from behind with that right hand and with the cast on it, broken right thumb. He uses the cast to his advantage. That ball out of there.
That Hawks' 5th punt of the night. Sky high in the Mile High City, and here caught at the 22-yard line. And let's check in again with Kaylee.
Now, the NFL is spotlighting cancer awareness this week, and at halftime here, dozens of cancer survivors were honored. They ran through the tunnel and got introduced just like Broncos players. This Fight Like a Bronco initiative was launched after the team's assistant turf manager, Luke Kellerman, was diagnosed with cancer in 2015. He lost his battle in 2017, but his legacy lives on through this campaign now.
Yeah, what a great moment for those people. That's a great story running along the field.
Oh, yeah.
Crowd salutes you. Broncos have it now at the 22-yard line. Little fake toss, pressure, pass caught. There's once again that tight end that's Saubert in a lot of the action tonight. Saubert has now been targeted 6 times. Has grabbed 3.
Just trying to figure out again what they can do to try to get their offense going. Meanwhile, Russell Wilson This time, I mean, he's under pressure. They've been able to roll him out on 1st and 10 with some success that time. Colts expecting it. Good job of looking backside quickly to find Salberg, who settled into that zone.
Look to the outside behind. Judy makes the catch and makes the most of it, picking up the first down for Denver.
I feel like if the Broncos are ever going to go where they want to go with this offense, it's really going to be the development of Jerry Jeudy. Sutton is good. You have Tim Patrick, who's out with an ACL, who's a leader. But I think Peyton would tell you, too, he would love to be able to see these receivers in Denver continue to grow with Russell Wilson and develop chemistry. But Jeudy is a difference maker if they can get into sync with one another.
Final half minute of the third. Wilson fires and it's batted back. And it's 2nd down and 10. It's DeForest Buckner all over the place in the second half.
Is he having a night? And we knew coming in he probably was, whether it's penetrating or, again, 6'7" in the middle. I don't think there's anybody else in the league at 6'7" that's in the middle. And look what he can do to a smaller quarterback. You try to throw over top of that, Russell Wilson, list him at 5'11". I don't know how you go over top of DeForest Buckner. He's had a heck of a career, 2 times into the Pro Bowl out of Oregon, a great career in college. He just came over from the 49ers.
Dumps it off, set a little screen here, and that works. Mike Boone.
Oh my God.
Inside the Indy 40, all the way down the 31-yard line. Screen to Boone behind Graham Glasgow. And that's going to take us to the likelihood to the end of the quarter after a 34-yard catch and run.
Caught him in man coverage. Once you blocked the linebacker of Karake, everybody else had their back to Boone. So a lot of room to run.
We go to the fourth, 9-6.
Taking a break.
On Thursday Night Football. 3-point game. 1st and 10 for Denver at the 32 of Indy. The flag will end the play. You got a false start, so no play here. Ball from Brad Rogers.
False start. Illegal snap by the center. 5-yard penalty. First down.
Well, let's take a look at our next-gen stats powered by AWS. Good penetration tonight, a lot of it by the Colts defense. They're going to get the ball here in the backfield on 8 of the 15 carries. It's been linebackers, it's been defensive linemen. We also see them doing a good job overall through 3 quarters. Nowhere to go for these backs for Denver, putting them in a lot of second longs and third longs. And it's a big night for 99 to Forrest Buckner kind of leading the way up front.
1st and 15 from 37. High and incomplete. 10 of working Sutton. You know, we haven't seen tonight any blitzing really, right? A lot of 4-man rushes.
Yeah.
Teams.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, when you're winning up front at the line of scrimmage, you don't have to. Gus Bradley, I think, was pretty confident coming in with his defense up front, what they can do. I think every week, this would be a tough defense for people to move the football on. Even last week, Derrick Henry, he was held under 100 yards. I mean, they have a talented group and a scheme that's tough to get ready for.
And again, minus Shaq Leonard, concussion last week. He's out at least to the next game. Mike Boone carries here. 3rd and long.
I kind of feel like that play call. They're just trying to position themselves to give themselves a chance at another field goal. It's that kind of game. You get up by 6, right? Here in the 4th quarter, you put all the pressure on Matt Ryan in that Colts offense.
That kind of game. It certainly is. You're loving this. That's the work in the Holiday Inn in Aurora later tonight. 3rd and 13. Wilson throws off balance, picked off at the 4-yard line.
Wow.
Thomas has made a couple of really nice plays tonight. And another one here. And he
Wow.
finally gets tripped up as he approaches the 40-yard
throw
line.
that?
Listen, man, Russell Wilson is a talented quarterback. We know that. He
Wow.
looks left to Cortland Sutton, and then without even looking, throws the ball up.
Oh my Jesus, well, we're gonna take a break on that pick.
Later tonight, only on video. So you've got The card is out there. You got Quiddy Pay on the ground. We'll take a look at the interception
Yeah.
and check out the injury.
Yeah, Quiddy Pay right there gets the pressure. Russell Wilson looks left, and then really without even looking
Yeah.
back to the right,
We don't
just
talk about
careless
that
with
too.
the football and just throws it up. Didn't even see Thomas, the rookie out of Yale. And then after the interception, a big hit by Zaire Franklin. Just kind of to block.
And there goes Wilson into
They ripped him
the
apart.
medical tent. He had a right shoulder coming into the game last week. It appears the injury on Quiddy Pay was the number one pick out of Michigan last year.
Right away, as soon as he goes down, he's grabbing at the leg and actually carting him off now. You hate to see that. He's
Carting him off.
you
Oh,
mentioned
man.
out of Michigan and starting to really come into his own. The addition of Ngakwe on the other side.
And Wilson in there right now. The backup is Brett Rippon. Uncle Mark won a couple of rings and was Super Bowl MVP 3 decades ago with Washington. So after the pick in the 39, they start on the ground. A nice run here. Still chugging along.
Damn.
Picks up the first down.
They pushed that big mud.
One more look at the hit on Wilson as we're going to report on him shortly.
We talked to him yesterday in our meeting and asked him how he was feeling because he's
Yeah, he got hit in the helmet.
banged up on that right shoulder, and they right there the block.
He hit him helmet to helmet.
Looks like it hits him right on that right side.
Helmet to helmet.
Zaire Franklin. Russell's a guy, he's missed only 3 games in his 10 seasons with the Seahawks. Now from midfield, Philip Lindsay, but a penalty at the 48-yard line, flag thrown there.
Offense, number 63. 2-yard penalty. First down.
And this is Danny Pinter. Take it over Kelly in the middle of the line.
Yeah, right in the middle. Head up, nose on him, just tackles him, brings him down. Sell's been pretty active, he's had some success in this game, shooting some gaps. And that time it started to get leverage on Penner, and he prevented him from making that tackle. He just wraps up. But again, here's the Colts. Starting to get a little momentum, first downs, and then bang, backwards after a holding call, first and 20.
Pass caught at the 47-yard line. Another flag at the end of the play. It was holding by Lindsay.
Now I think we'll get Alex Singleton there for the late hit.
Yeah.
After the completed catch, personal foul. Unnecessary roughness, number 49 is the defense. 15-yard penalty and an automatic down.
And he's down right there already, and then
That don't even make no sense.
this. It's not so much. I think fans are used to seeing a big.
Like, watch them play,
calls
man.
attention, maybe it's
No touchdown all game.
like here. It's just being
Fourth quarter.
down.
Only
Held
field goal.
himself up
Just watch the game. Hey, the number 6'9".
and whistled down.
Wilson's out of the tent.
Why you tripping, bro? Stop tripping.
Roll like he's ready to come back in. 38-yard line here, first and 10. 2-yard pickup on the ground by Deion Jackson, who's carried 10 times for 37 yards.
As ugly as this game has been,
Think so?
yeah, it's 9-6, right? We're in the fourth quarter. Somebody's going to end up winning this game.
Or tie. It could be a tie.
But, yeah, I guess that's true. I apologize. Let's just say somebody's going to win this game. It's no one's going to look back at this. It's just going to be a check mark under the W column. So you got 12 minutes to go.
And shit like that been happening all games. Both teams.
That time it's Singleton.
No yards, no nothing, bro. Like, that shit
Created
ridiculous.
the personal foul a moment ago. Partially atones
Their
there.
defense on point.
Loss of 3. 3rd and 11. Unaffiliated viewers are checking out the injury.
They kicked me out here, man. Look,
There they are, just checking it out, seeing what happened to Wilson.
I ain't even playing for me.
He went to the tent, comes out of the tent, looks for all the rules, and come back in. Goes to 3rd and 10. Ryan.
Sack.
Sack.
He said it just like me. Didn't he? Sack.
Baron Browning is there.
And Bradley Chubb is
That's
well
why
under
all
talked about
game,
them being
man.
on the same
Fumble.
side. It's a really good wrinkle that Denver has been using on these third downs, and it's been effective. Chubb's usually on the outside. He's on the inside, and Browning's been winning out here. Together, the line slides right, so you got to block it. Even on the backside, Draymond Jones with the spin move. All three of them collapse that pocket on Matt Ryan.
Russell with the helmet on. Ryan with the helmet off. Matt Hawk comes in to punt.
Yeah.
Montreal, Washington sets up at the 10. He's going to let it go, and it downs into the end zone. So they get the touchback, and the ball will come out to the 20-yard line. 44 to go in regulation.
We'll be back after the break.
6-2. Jackson on Sunday night. And the Monday night game will be the Raiders going to Kansas City.
Going to Kansas City.
Here of about 7 yards. On the first snap back, we go to Kaylee.
Well, Al, the Broncos tell us they evaluated Russell Wilson for a head injury. The Broncos say he's been cleared, and that's why you see him back out on the field.
Yeah, took a shot in the helmet there. Looked at him in the tent. There was the group in charge of saying, "Hey, we're taking him out of the game," and they said, "Okay."
I think there's obviously a lot of attention on
Oh yeah.
this right now.
They keep more than if he keep missing throws.
Several different doctors, and just a team doctor,
Right.
independent doctors as well.
Checks out. Never seen him do it again. The sack. The first
Sack.
and not the second time. Then the five coming in.
What is it, man?
Taken down.
Sack.
You have two tight ends and a running back on that side. The tight end ends up working down to his left, but somebody's got to pick up the safety right there. Gordon's sliding out into the flat, and once that flashed in front of Russell Wilson's eyes, the night that he's had, see the rest of that defense able to eventually bring him down.
Credited to Ngakwe for the moment. The Jericho was also there. 3rd and 10. Wilson fires, caught, and going to be a little short of the first down. Saubert, who tonight has been the second favorite target, has been targeted 8 times. Crowd, of course, booing, but here you are in 4th and 2. 9 minutes to go.
And, you just clear it. Simple, easy route, easy read for Russell Wilson. You're up 9-6. At this point, with 9 minutes to go, your defense playing pretty well against Matt Ryan.
Corliss Wakeman. Dallas Flowers this time drops back for Indianapolis. Drifts over. Flowers cashes at the 20. And the sideline he goes for about a 9-yard run back. 8:33.
Taking a break.
Pressure, you think it's a drop off for Denver. Instead, Aaron Browning was able to step up and emerge just a relentless approach on the outside. He and Bradley Chuck together have been in that backfield all night. And Matt Ryan dropped back to throw. He's a middle linebacker, outside linebacker type of guy off the ball in college in Ohio State. See what he can do when he's able to pressure that quarterback.
Trying to earn more playing time even after Gregory comes back. Meanwhile, Indy starts from the 29-yard line. A flag and a free play here, but still, pass is short and incomplete. But a Mo Alley Cox with a big day last Sunday against Tennessee, but tonight in Godwin, but once or twice.
Yeah. 6 for
Offside.
85 and 2 touchdowns.
Defense, number 56. 5-yard penalty, first down.
Just did a nice story on Baron Browning, and on cue, he jumps offside.
There you go.
There we go, first and 5.
Mini kibosh. Right, last week, Indy had 180 yards receiving by their tight ends.
They cannot give the ball tonight. Oh.
And not a single catch tonight. Go figure. First and 5. Hit running motion. Lindsay.
Look at that. They can't even get past the line of scrimmage.
Back to work. You just talked about the tight ends, Mo Alley Cox, in the game that he had last week. He was a big man, 6'5", 267. But watch this. Aaron Browning This is his wheelhouse, defending the run. Get off of that block, shed it, and then the quickness to be able to bring it down in the backfield.
And he comes out after that play and comes off in a little bit of distress as they work on him. Second down and 7 after the 32-yard line. Play fake. So many times I've seen balls that look like they're in there. Flag is thrown here. That's to the tight end Branson, and then they get knocked out.
Somehow Matt Ryan got that throw in there. It's just dropped. It's like he would come back anyway.
Yeah.
Eligible man downfield offense, number 72. 5-yard penalty, second down.
Some of Ryan's receivers tonight in the hands of a sturgeon.
Look at here.
There's Browning and what they can do with him right now. Take him back to the locker room. Replaced by Jonathan Conwell, number 90. Ryan throws on the run, not even remotely close.
You know, when a quarterback drops back to throw and you don't feel threatened, I mean, he's been running out of the pocket, but this defense doesn't think he's ever going to run and be a threat. You know, it's a difference when he's a threat and what he can do to a defense. They're able to keep their coverage downfield. They're not concerned at all about him pulling that ball down and running the football. And Browning is out. So they can still get that pressure. Nick Benito, the rookie out of Oklahoma, to Ryan's right.
3rd and 12 here. Ryan to the right side and tripped up by Mathis is Mo Alley Cox. And here comes the punt gang. The 4th and 5.
Goes back to your point about what you said. You don't need to blitz. Either one of these teams don't have to blitz. Allows you to sit back with 3 deep, with 4 defenders underneath, still get pressure, make Matt Ryan uncomfortable, take everything away downfield for a first down. All you can do is check it down.
Punt number 7 for Matt Hawk. Good one. Backing up 13-yard line. Washington. Still on his feet. A whole bunch of white shirts get there collectively at the 15-yard line. Off we go to Soldier Field.
All right, we're taking a break.
There you go.
That sums it up right there.
12
Suits
something.
it in.
Yeah.
I thought
Mike Boone. So on the ground, they're picking up chunks here to the 45 and a first down.
Remember, Woody K is out. Dangbo is in, and they're running on the right side, getting a great push against Ant Fleming. See the tight end, Tomlinson. Look at this push. We've not seen that this entire game. Melvin Gordon and Boone are looking at this like, thank goodness we finally have a little bit of wiggle room here to be able to get downhill.
Again, Javante Williams gone for the year. Knee surgery forthcoming. They're averaging 4.5 yards per carry. Cutting it back. First down and more. 19-yard line goes Mike Boone. Erica makes the stop there. So they had 4 runs on this drive for 48 yards. It's a gain of 18 there.
And this play is designed to go to the left. Boone with the vision. And our guy Fleming again on the right side. Keep in mind, he's a backside. This is a backside block. Play designed to go left. Great vision, cut back, and then he bounced it way back to the right with a little bit more room to that outside. I'll tell you what, now, boom, 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 boom. We've got 4 straight plays where they're running the ball.
Averaging 12 yards per tote. And you got a flag here. You got Graham Lashko. You can see him from the right side beginning to move to make it first down and 15.
Offense. Number 61. 5-yard penalty. First down.
You wonder with Boone in the game, Melvin Gordon in a 3-point game late in the game like this with his fumble issues coming in. You go to Boone just to be safe. Ty Wheatley,
Yeah, running back stuff. Very nice career. First and 15. Inside handoff here. Then we're back 3 or 4 from Mike Boone. Clock under 4 minutes right now.
And where is this guy? They're getting push.
And you got Garrett Bowles, the left tackle, is the man on the ground.
So many injuries, bro. You see this?
So often you see a guy getting rolled up. Is that the case here?
There's so many injuries, like every game. Ooh! Ah, he bent back. Big dude, watch this. Right there. The one on the ground. His leg got bent back in the top.
Engaged with him and an injury timeout was reported.
I'll be back at the injury timeout.
It's not obviously a lot of pain, a lot of frustration.
You left the car too. That's the first one in the car
The veteran,
today.
the anchor up there, the leader. They've already lost Tim Patrick, another leader of this team. These guys, not only these injuries, but we're talking about the true alphas of this franchise.
You see how frustrated he is. Calvin Anderson will come in to replace him. Meanwhile, we have a moment to look at the standings in the South. Jags are 2-2.
Good
So
top.
are the Titans. Indy, of course, is 1-2
Good
and
top.
1 coming in. Texans are 3-1.
Oh,
AFC West KC
And what's the
3-1. Their
league? What's
only
the
loss
league?
was to Indianapolis.
the coach,
Chargers and
the
Denver
coach who did that
2.
stuff.
And
Supposed to be
Raiders
4-0 right
today, so they go to 1-3.
The coach, man.
You think what I'm thinking?
That
Pat Mahomes.
right. Special teams.
I know, I watched. I'm good.
Look at the Jaguars. The Jaguars are
Exactly
first
right.
place.
That's how crazy the league is. Kansas City goes to Indianapolis and should blow them out. So Calvin Anderson, 5 starts in his career. Mike Moon is the running back. 2nd down and 12. They're successful on the ground. They take the ball to the 35. So they're clearly within McManus's field goal range, and Indianapolis will take its first timeout.
This is the best push this offensive line has provided the entire night.
So there it is. You came for some history tonight. We'll bring you some. Never been a game in which each starting quarterback had 4 or more Pro Bowl selections. Ryan and Wilson, of course. Neither team scored a touchdown. But there's plenty of time.
Oh, no. So you can make it history. Who would have thought that with the way this game?
Tell me about it. 3rd down and 8 from the 35-yard line. Your field goal attempt after fourth and something's taken out of bounds. 4th down.
And with 3:10 left, you're thinking they stop him and then they push him out of bounds, and now you're wondering, okay, they're going to go for this, or are you going to give the ball back to Matt Ryan after a field goal attempt?
You got 4th and 2.
With the way the Colts offenses looked, why not, right?
So the crowd likes the fact that the Broncos would at least line up to go for it. We'll see if they like it after the snap and completion of the play. Wilson fires on around. Yes, they do convert. 1st down, and that'll take more time off the clock. Stauber makes the catch there. So the tight end with his 5th catch of the game.
Watch these 2 defenders react to Boone, who goes to the outside. And it just opens up the middle right there for a quick throw on 4th down and short. It was almost as if Denver knew that they were going to react like that to Boone and put an easy conversion there on 4th and short.
So here's Denver inside that red zone where they've been bad this year. To the outside goes the pass. And trying to keep it in bounds.
Gilmore.
Makes the catch. And 2nd down and 5.
And he just wants to play, just flips it out
I know
there.
he's
Soft coverage with Gilmore.
Look what he did to
Stiff
Gilmore.
throws Gilmore.
Oh, he's still tackling him though.
5 credit for a whole 9.
Hey, that's no that huh?
The timeout. Take a second timeout.
Rock.
Maybe down the final. They also get the 2-minute warning. Lions just hoping they'll get another shot
On the
here.
rock.
Good job by Russell Wilson. It was a run
Like,
play.
he want the ball back so bad, but he's been doing so terrible.
Coverage, took the easy
No,
throw
man,
to
get the hell out.
Sutton. Picked up some positive yards on 1st down.
Second and 5 at the 14. Round again. 3rd down. Boone. And Indianapolis will take its final time. So the upcoming schedules now. Colts against Jacksonville, at Tennessee, against Washington at home. Broncos at the Chargers, against the Jets here, week 7, and then the game at Jacksonville, week 8 in London. By the way, they signed Davis Murray, who, former Raider and Viking and Saint, who's been around, not ready to play. He played Sunday at a big day in London, flew back with the Saints, and they said, "You go into Denver." So 7 times zones away, but he's not playing tonight.
So he comes in, he's not active tonight, but in a couple of weeks, he just said,
Right.
Denver's going back to London. It's a heck of a trap. That's worse than my trap.
No, it's not. Game day, games all over the country. Son's playing football. I mean,
It's crazy. It's crazy.
there is a kid who's negotiated for a number of years. That's some fine seasons.
Still in great shape. As you said, they had a big game. Led the Saints in rush.
3rd down and 4. Wilson to the end zone.
Kicked off, Stephon Gilmore.
Mike Gilmore.
Let's
Oh,
go.
man. I
We just talked about him, bro. He from the ride.
For Tyree Cleveland, the guy they haven't even
Yeah,
targeted one
I
time
know.
tonight. And here comes Ryan with a chance to do something and get at least a
But
tie.
Gilmore was the defensive player of the year. Stop
Judy went
playing.
underneath, took the defender with him right here. He's going to clear it. And then to the right of that, you'll see, I think he's a little late here. If he throws that earlier in front, he's got a chance. Now, give Gilmore a lot of credit for being able to get underneath that. You're talking about one of the better corners of all time in the NFL.
I just told you, bro.
Late and behind
That nigga's from the ride,
gives
bro.
Gilmore a chance to cut it underneath and come up with that big interception
No
to get my
cap.
And Cortland Sutton came out of the game with what looked to be a groin issue just before that. So that's why Cleveland was in the game. From the 20.
Matt Ryan throws a pick.
Ryan hit as he throws, and somehow, some way, that's years. Wow.
He's had a couple catches tonight. You just kind of scratch your head wondering, how did he hit it? First of all, the ball's tipped.
By
At the
Chubb.
line, yeah, Chubb got behind, knocked that ball loose. You're thinking it's an interception, if anything, right?
Yeah, that's
That
what I
ball
said.
was into the air. Chubb knocks it loose. Somehow he gets enough on it. Mathis is on the other end of this.
Mhm.
And you're thinking Mathis maybe comes up almost with like a fair catch interception. But the rookie, again, with the length, brings that ball in for a catch.
The rookie against rookie, there was Lamar Mathis. We got Darby is out. He's done for the night. So Mathis seeing some extended playing time on the 31.
So is there with Denver a little bit with the 2-minute warning timeouts? I thought work the clock, kick the field goal.
Absolutely. I thought if nothing else, get it in for a first down, and then you run the
If
clock
nothing
out.
else, you're working the clock, right?
Right, I know.
Really, the only thing that gives Indy a chance is what just unfolded with that interception.
If Denver,
Russell Wilson.
if Denver wins, they're going to have 3 wins, and they're about as ugly a trio of wins as you could possibly have.
Yeah.
And all they could handle with Houston, beat the 49ers by 1, when Garoppolo stepped out of the end zone, and you tell me that tonight.
Yeah, yeah.
Ryan, shoulder shake. Ball is out. And somehow gathering it in, fortunately for them, Matt Ryan, Chubb came around, and they're able to retain possession.
So you think with Chubb rushing, you got a tight end and a running back. Don't you think you want to use a big lineman there? Instead, they have the tight end, Granson, in the back, Jackson, and he olays both of them to put pressure on Ryan.
2nd down and 11. Colts have no timeouts. Ryan deep drop, pressured again, throws and going to the ground, and does he hold it in? He does. Pierce. Ball a little underthrown. Pierce comes back, makes the grab, and for Pierce tonight,
Oh my God.
7 catches for 75.
And it's his 3rd catch. You put a little check mark by and appreciation by Pierce. Again, having to adjust back to a ball. Matt Ryan, I don't even know how he got that ball off with Nick Bonito coming down on him. But incredible effort by Ryan and also, again, the rookie Pierce.
He rolls out of bounds to stop the clock. Over the middle, that is caught. That is Paris Cable. He has the first down. Can they get into field goal range?
Oh man, I got a coach.
Now, time out. Oh, there's an injured Bronco. Benito, yeah, he's way back at the 33-yard line.
Oh man, look, man. Another
Trying to
injury.
get to Matt Ryan.
This game dangerous.
They met behind Ryan on the pass rush. He's trying to get in there. He's trying to turn the corner. And at the end of this, once the ball's out, bang.
Ooh. Did you?
Friendly fire, you know.
Oh,
yeah.
my.
Look, it's like, didn't that cost Shaq Leonard and knocked him out of
That's
the
right.
list?
That's right. Well,
If they show it, you literally have to see the tape. Watch this.
Here's Ryan. Pulls the wrist.
jeez.
Three.
Watch this hit.
So Benito, for the moment, at least he gets up.
That was the throw
Oh,
to
that ain't
Pierce,
so.
where he got just enough on it, where he came back that very next play to make another throw. So he's fighting through some pain himself and throwing it.
Both these quarterbacks, Wilson's only missed 3 games in his career. Ryan's only missed a handful of games in his 14-year career. So Browning and Benito are both out. The two backers. Got a first down from the 43. Ryan fires, caught. He loves his rookie Pierce. Mathis makes the tackle. Clock now under a minute.
This is where a 15-year veteran under center, as ugly as it's been tonight, at least the experience, he understands this situation better than anybody.
Ryan gets it away quickly, and that is pulled in. Broncos say Granson was out.
We had a free play.
He did. For an offside here.
Offside. Defense number 90. That 5-yard penalty.
Yeah, the play would have gained 5, so they'll take the penalty.
That 5-yard penalty results in a first down.
Now Benito's back in.
No timeouts, 47 seconds. Veteran quarterback. Anything can happen here. Field goal forces us to OT. But they're moving the ball here. Ryan's thinking about, field goal would be nice, but let's try to end this game. You better keep an eye on 14 and White. He's had one of those nights.
Ball is placed back at the arrow. We're going back and forth here. 33-yard line. Now you got Pat Sertan, who they normally stay away from, on Pierce.
I think he came into this game thinking he'd have to potentially shadow Michael Pittman. But after this game and the way it's gone, they're taking their top corner away from Pittman and maybe aligning him more with Pierce, the rookie.
Going back to the previous play, this is a 5-yard gain, and now they've got a first down at for the moment of the. Looks like Brad Rogers is ready to tell us something. They're still in conference. And after all that, it's a first and 10 with 47 seconds.
Second down.
That's what I thought. I was saying, wait a second. Can't be first down. Second down. It's second down and one. All right, did we get it right? On the ground.
Oh my God.
And now taking the ball to the 22-yard line goes Dion
Oh,
Jackson.
Broncos gonna
But
get
they're
beat,
spread
bro.
all over the field thinking about pressuring Matt Ryan, but they're all over with all these receivers.
What kind of
Nobody
case you
left
got,
in the
Ed?
middle of that defense.
Number 17, Ryan
What kind of coach you got? Oh, he broke the tackle. Oh,
goes to the first down, breaks away from
I
Singleton.
got popcorn.
Second
I got
and
nanas,
it's a little
like
short of the
grilled cheese
first.
crackers,
And Ryan's gonna spike it.
lemon cookies.
They got time for another play.
Oh, yeah.
As long as you get out of bounds or the end zone.
Yeah.
And then
We'll be back right after this
now,
break.
What more could you ask
The
for in
coach-
overtime? What more? Tell me.
he either gonna tie the game or
I
win
think Matt
the
Ryan,
game.
again, that experience, he's thinking about 1 or maybe 2 shots here, depending on the style of play, to be able to take shots into the end zone. It had been pretty, but it's a veteran quarterback. knows
Look at
how
him.
to win in these situations.
So third down, 1.
Oh man. You know what? If he gets set, the game over.
And then you got a stoppage here.
Because they have no timeouts left.
I think there's a little confusion as to what down it is.
ATC spotter.
Right, or Anita's coming out of the game. So the word came down, take him out. Congo comes back in. That word came from the sideline, gives Wright a chance to talk to Ryan. Last thing in the world you want to take here is a sack. That's the last.
That's what I just said, you know. I said, if he gets set right here, the game over.
Pittman get most of the attention, but you go back to the Tennessee game last week, especially in the red zone, the size of these tight ends are a heck of a matchup, tough matchup for a DCAS. And he's down to the bottom, the big tight end, Jelani Woods. That's up against Sertan. Oh my God.
I don't think it was the middle of the game.
So he said, wait a minute, the play clock should have gone to 25.
He said, you didn't tell me. You didn't tell me.
You talk about clock management. The Zebras did a little bit of that too. Here's the play clock in the bottom right.
Now he's talking Ryan. Now he's talking about Ryan. Right. Matt Ryan had no idea that he was down to 8 or 9 seconds.
So third down and 6 now. And Ryan throws that one almost into the stands. And the Cox is there, 4th and 6. And
Oh, one overtime.
the blocking comes up. There's your holder. Block.
Unless they block it.
31-yard field goal. What can happen next? You tell me.
A miss.
Oh man, he just jinxed them. Man, he jinxed them. Right? He jinxed them. He really finna miss it.
Terry, what about that delay again? What you see?
I see a lot of people just jumping outside and stuff. You know, I don't even understand why they in a professional league if they're gonna jump outside. You know, simple math, simple basics.
Play clock
You
goes
see it
back
here,
to
right?
10, not 25. So once he put the ball back in
Right
play,
here.
he only had 10
You did it there,
seconds
right?
to get the snap off.
What?
Matt Ryan, in that situation, do you notify the quarterback before that happens? Because he seems surprised.
That absolutely should happen.
Absolutely.
It should have gone to the atmosphere.
I agree.
Just need to
100%.
get your play called and get to the line. It's-
If he miss it, the commentary dude jinxed him.
You're trying to tie it.
Oh, he might.
Hello again, everybody. 6 field goals.
No touchdowns.
9-9. Reminds me of Herman King. Anyway.
What was the last night?
Marmon more south.
Oh, I got Red's baseball here. Look at that.
That's funny, right?
This is the way you call it 9-9.
Yeah. Quarterback comparison.
Just don't make
Look at that.
no
4
sense.
interceptions collectively.
Just don't make no sense at all.
That's one to forget about for both these guys.
I don't understand.
Birds, the hits, sacks.
Can't even score a touchdown. Can't even score Matt Bay.
Last 9-9 game was the San Francisco Giants. The great Lon Simmons. Who was
Man,
also
good.
the captain of
Got all the
the
snack tail.
So at the end of 7, it's Padres 9, Giants 9. Unfortunately, the Giants are playing in Germany. Anyway.
The Broncos fans are banned.
They've had enough.
It's 9-9. They're like, the heck with it. I'm out.
Yep.
I'm out of here. That's crazy.
Sometimes you just got to beat the traffic.
Yes, I've seen it.
They never catch our lounge yet. So the Broncos will have it at the 25.
And they're gonna kneel it down.
And we're going to head to overtime. Colts have already played an overtime game, which wound up in a tie against the Texans.
I did say somebody has to win, and you said no.
Not necessarily.
Could end up in a tie.
And what would Lee Corso have said?
That's what that's
Correct.
odds
There
are
you
in
go.
favor at this point of the time. There it is.
All right, so next thing that comes up will be heads or tails.
I don't think I've ever seen it where the home field is booing that the game's going into overtime. They still have a chance to win this game.
They
Just
do.
a frustrated fan base.
Very.
So spoiled from the mid-'80s with the early days of Elway all the way through with Peyton. I mean, it's like every year they're in the mix for the playoffs and the Super Bowl. Every year.
Well, you think about Elway and Manning, and they share something in common. They both ended their careers with a Lombardi trophy and then rode off into a Rocky Mountain sunset.
Nothing wrong with that.
Gentlemen, we will play an overtime period of 10 minutes. Each team will have an opportunity to possess the ball unless the team first possession scores a touchdown or there's a safety score. At the end of 10 two timeouts, all reviews will
And it's live. I ain't even supposed to. Ooh.
This is the coin that we will use.
Hey.
This is tails
It's live.
and heads.
So
What is
they're
your
like
call?
to do shoot.
Tails
Post
is the call.
stream. Watch when it
It
comes
is
to
tails
6, when
with
it
the
changes to
top.
9. When it changes to 9, you will see.
All righty. Colts will get back to overtime. After this away. Manning, meanwhile, this is the first game that's gone to overtime without a touchdown. In
Hey, you gotta
regulation,
do the same thing with Marvin. That might try to slip it on.
I have an idea.
Yes, sir.
We'll throw Elway to 7, put him in Denver
Marvin
at
feel
8,
like
Peyton
keep the
at
house
18.
clean. Marvin.
Let him press for overtime. Let's just see what they have there.
There we go. John's 2.
Like, baby, before you leave.
His career. The Colts will get the ball and begin their
No, right there. I'm talking about smoke now.
25.
When you go back to when we thought Denver Colts had used all their timeouts, chances are you're just going to see them run the ball instead. They go for the jugular, and it backfires. Stephon Gilmore catches that late throw, gets underneath the route, and shows he still has it. Out on an island, no problem, cuts it, but a shocking play call there by Denver. When you think all they had to do was run the ball, work the clock, and the game's over.
From the 25, Ryan swings it out to Lindsay. Half a yard or so, that's one.
Right out of bounds.
Simo Benito, they took him out of the game, and now he's back in there. He's been in and out.
That last drive, we ended up settling for a field goal. We finally saw more of Deion Jackson involved in the run game, also catching the ball in the backfield.
He's in there now. He's carried 12 times. Caught 4. 12 for 53 on the ground. He flares out. Pass is caught. It's going to be a first down. A few yards more by Colin Granson, second-year tight end out of SMU, first down.
Watched him play quite a bit in college at SMU, and undersized tight end, but a great athlete. I mean, he will make you miss out there just like that. In a corner or a safety, he's got good size. He can run over those defensive backs. Also, as you saw there, he can work around them. So positive yards there for Matt Ryan.
Up the middle. Another good run of the second year back out of Duke. These two guys have to fill in for one Jonathan Taylor.
Danny Penner has been brought in for Ryan Kelly. Gets up to that second level, picks up a nice block there. Double team, works up to the linebacker, helps secure the double team, and then gets up there to Singleton. Getting a nice push. Haven't seen a lot of that.
1 yard into Broncos territory. Swings it to the outside. Caught there by Paris Campbell. Campbell down the sideline, and they're inside the 40-yard line.
Great shot, Matt Ryan. He's got a couple tight ends to the left. Looks like they're going to run the ball. And again, we saw this earlier from Russell Wilson. Here he just says, get out of the run. Linemen don't even know it. Flip it out there. Now you got a one-on-one with a really athletic, fast receiver in Paris Campbell. Make one guy miss. Hey, he's down the sideline.
From the 37. Ryan to the outside. That'll be about 4 or 5. Michael. One thing I wanted to mention earlier was Pittman Jr., his father, Super Bowl champ with Tampa Bay back in 2002 when the Bucs beat the Raiders. His father in that game carried 29 times for 124 yards. People forget about
Workhorse. Big guns. I remember him. What a great player. I'm sure he's proud of his son, Prairie out of USC, and now he's going to the Colts.
2nd and 6. Again, just doing a lot of groundwork here. Philip Lindsay. Big third down play coming up. Field goal extends the game. Touchdown ends the game.
Better job here of mixing in some different personnel groups, quick spacing with their passing game, and getting a much better push in the run. Now it's the money down, right? Now it comes down to this line. If Matt Ryan has been beaten up all night, give him enough time to make this throw. And you see Pierce there, he's had a big second half. See if they get him the ball.
Say he was beating up.
Ryan surveys. Going to take off and not make it. To the 28 he goes. DJ Jones makes the tackle. 6.5 to go, and it's 4th down.
Really don't have to, again, account for Matt Ryan because he's just not a threat to run the ball. Linebackers are gone. They're in coverage. Nobody's open downfield. Actually, it's the DNs that collapse down to keep him short of first.
48-yard attempt. McLaughlin to give them the lead, but the game will still be extended. Then we'll get a shot with their possession. Block to put it down. And the kick is right down the middle. So, field goal number 7.
Wow. We're back out the break, man. I don't know how you cap. Because I don't even have my messages on.
600 combined
I
yards.
don't have messages on.
306 for Indy and
Hold on,
305.
I don't know why it's still talking there. I didn't
Because it's
say
on Do Not Disturb.
Wilson. Screen. Room for Gordon. Melvin Gordon to midfield where he is taken out of bounds. So they start with a screen pass here, and that takes it out to midfield on the game 23.
Does a really good job of selling this. He's got tight ends both on this side and on that side. Looks downfield. Linebackers actually get depth. And then he kept the lineman kind of impatient with it.
Everybody's saying the Broncos will win.
So a nice job of combination of
I guess the
play
Broncos
call
will win.
there, but Russ and the line really sold that.
Yeah.
Play action. Time.
Wide open.
Inside the 30 goes Jerry Judy to the 14-yard line.
Okay.
Rodgers makes the tackle. They're at the 14 with the first down. And 5 minutes to go in OT.
Well, he gets lost here in this route. Crosser was Sutton on one side, KJ Hamlin on the other. Nobody picks up Terry Judy, who was in that condensed formation. And Russell Wilson off the mat, back-to-back plays of selling one thing with his eyes, manipulating the coverage, and then throwing to an open receiver.
Trying to do it again. In the red zone again, where they have a lot of problems. Gordon. And they get Russell back up for a pickup of 2.
We see a lot of problems talking about dead last in the NFL and scoring touchdowns in this region. And it has not been any better tonight. 2 good plays. They get down close to this goal line. Let's see if they can finish it off.
3 for 13 on the season inside the 20. Gilmore's on Sutton this time. Keep it on the ground.
Damn.
Still just outside the 5 is Gordon by Rodney McLeod. So, 3rd and 2 at the 6.
Roper Stewart just slides one way, takes himself out of the play, and Melvin Gordon goes up and over McLeod. And most importantly, holds on to that football.
So 3rd and 2. Clock rolling, 3:18, 3:17. Gordon resets on the right side. And he will get stopped.
Oh my God, bro.
So
Y'all about to have another tie?
4th and 1. You're trying to.
You better take the field goal, coach.
Going for it.
You better take the field goal, coach.
He's playing to win.
All right.
They're going fast. They're
All right,
playing to win.
coach.
They're going fast.
Okay, coach. Take the field goal, coach. They're trying to get the offside. That's what they're trying to do. They're going to go for the field goal.
Close call time. Yeah.
That's what's going to happen right now. They're going to kick the field goal because if they go for it, game over. They don't miss it. They don't make it. Game over.
A long field goal to win the game. He hired Jerry Rosberg. There he is, well-respected assistant coach for a lot of years. Was the associate head coach and all the world worked under John Harbaugh, special teams. Hired him to kind of work on clock management and just have a veteran in the house.
Sure. And I think you can see Coach Rosberg there, his face. I think if you're going to go for it, and Russell Wilson hurries to the
better
line,
not
and
go
he
for it.
stands over the line and he's barking out the call, it almost defeats the purpose of what you're trying to do. Instead of just going and snapping, having to play, and it gave the Colts time to be able to get that time out and regroup.
Well, the Broncos did not go for it in the opener at Seattle on 4th down. They do here, or at least line up. 4th and 1.
They're trying to dry out outside. Don't jump outside. If they go for it right here, they got to win.
Not Denver. And Denver takes the time. Everyone want to take a look at the defensive alignment. Well, you thought NFL games were much faster
I
than
did.
college games
I
until
did.
tonight, right?
I did.
through the first 3 weeks.
Right.
I was enjoying it.
All right, what's your call here? What do you think? What do you see?
Oh, I mean, Russell under center. You go with Gordon up the middle. You just trust that they're going to win. I like him on the edge. I love giving him a chance with his feet to give him an option to run it or throw it. You never go wrong.
Yeah, I mean, you're Wilson. Don't you roll
I
him
mean,
out?
if you're here to, you're rolling the dice. You're here to win it. You don't want to just get.
There was a Super Bowl where a lot of people thought he should roll out.
Yeah.
You know what happened? 4th and 1. Surveys, good protection, slides, fires, broken up in the end zone.
Oh my God. Well,
Gilmore on Sutton. So the defensive player of the year a couple of years back, and somehow, some way, the Indianapolis Colts, who took their first lead
what's up, Nick?
on that field goal, pulled
Yeah.
out a 12-9 victory.
How fitting.
What's up,
the
Gilmore?
11-year pro, the veteran, matched up against Sutton. Watch this at the end of the route, and there's the length again. Russell should know better than to try Stephon Gilmore. Tries to go, moves that arm angle down, tries to get around the pressure, but Gilmore again with the instincts, the feel, and then the closing speed to get that arm out there and knock it away.
Well, that'll make it a much more pleasant red eye back to Indianapolis tonight. Ryan, go figure. They win the game.
Come on, Broncos.
Well, post-game coverage with the gang coming right up from Denver after these messages.
That was a bad throw anyway. What y'all think?